Welcome everyone, athletes, coaches, officials, and aficionados to the second episode of European Athletics News. We've got an exciting episode for you today with scintillating season debuts from both Femke Bol and Karsten Warholm, along with highlights of the Meeting de l'Heure and a look at the week ahead. Let's dive right into it with some big name indoor season debuts from last week. First up is the European silver medal winning heptathlete Adriana Szulek of Poland, who opened her indoor campaign in winning style, taking the women's pentathlon at the indoor combined events in Tallinn at the weekend. She laid down a solid marker ahead of next month's European Indoor Championships in Istanbul with a victory in a world-leading 4,702 points. Elsewhere, Sweden's Olympic, World and European pole vault champion Mondo Duplantis lit up his own showcase meeting on home soil at Uppsala by producing his best ever season debut with a mighty leap of 6.10 meters. Meanwhile, Britain's Laura Muir also got her season off to a winning start in the 3,000 meter at the Boston New Balance Grand Prix, where she moved clear of all but fellow Brit Melissa Courtney Bryant by the halfway point before coming home in 8 minutes 40 seconds and 34 tenths, with her compatriot a close second in 8 minutes 41 seconds and 9 100ths. Italian Olympic 100-meter champion Marcel Jacobs opened his season in fine style, posting a 6.57 to win the men's 60 meters at the Orion Cup in Lodz, Poland on Saturday. And Karsten Warholm headlined his hometown meeting in Ulsteinvik, a World Athletics Indoor Tour Challenger meeting, with victory in the men's 400-meter in a European leading 45.31 seconds, the fifth fastest indoor time ever by a European athlete. Norway's 26-year-old Olympic 400-meter hurdles champion and world record holder ran 45.05 seconds to win the European indoor 400-meter title in Glasgow 4 years ago, equaling the 1988 mark set by East Germany's Thomas Schönleber, and now hopes are high that he'll become the first European under the 45-second barrier over 2 laps in the indoor track. Last season, he was seriously undermined by a hamstring injury in his first race, although he recovered to reach the world final before retaining his European title. Last but certainly not least, Femke Bol made a perfect start to her indoor season at the New Balance Indoor Grand Prix in Boston by setting a women's 500-meter world best of 1 minute, 5 seconds, and 63 tenths. The 22-year-old Dutch runner, who has Olympic bronze and world silver medal at 400-meter hurdles to her name, laid down a huge marker for a season where she hopes, firstly, to defend her European indoor 400-meter title in Istanbul before sinking a first global gold at the World Athletics Championships in Budapest. Bol smashed the 17-year-old mark of 1 minute 6 seconds and 31 tenths to finish almost 3 seconds clear of Jamaica's Leah Anderson, who recorded a national record of 1 minute 8 seconds and 34 tenths. This is what Bol had to say about her record-breaking performance. Aside from big-name debuts, last week was a busy week for athletics in Europe. Let's have a look at some of the highlights. The World Athletics Combined Events Tour Silver in Tallinn on Saturday was a meeting rich in quality, with Sander Skottheim smashing the Norwegian record in the men's heptathlon with 6,255 points. It's the first time any Norwegian has scored more than 6,000 points in the men's indoor heptathlon, and the 20-year-old, who placed 7th in the decathlon at last year's European Championship, must now be considered a real contender in Istanbul. Home hero Maisel Wibo placed 2nd with 6,120 points, the second highest heptathlon score of the World Decathlon silver medalist's career. In the World Athletics Indoor Tour Challenge meeting in Sweden on Thursday night, the Gothenburg Games crowd witnessed 2-time European indoor silver medalist Tobias Montler win the long jump with a jump of 8.19 meters. It was a repeat of the 26-year-old's winning effort in Sätra, Sweden last weekend, and underlined his potential for a third successive podium place at next month's European Athletics Indoor Championships in Istanbul. At the Orlan Cup in Lodz, European champion Pia Skrzydłowska ran a personal best and world leading time of 7.78 in the 60-meter hurdles. There was a photo finish in the women's 60 meters with Eva Svoboda just edging out Zainab Dosso. Both were given a time of 7.14 seconds, which meant that Dosso also equalized her Italian record. At the Meeting de l'Heure, World Athletics Indoor Tour Silver Meeting, world indoor champion Jaroslava Mauchik set a meet record of 1.95 meters.
It was nice jump because it was nice atmosphere, really, but I did a lot of mistakes in my runway, and I jumped 188 with second attempt, 190 with second attempt, and 201. I'm not jumping, but I'm happy to be here and competing, really.
Meanwhile, Spanish European silver medalist Mohamed Katir clocked a world-leading 3 minutes, 35 seconds and 48 tenths.
Sí, good time.
Solo.
I'm happy.
In the 1500 meter and in the 60 meter hurdles, Pascal Martino Lagarde ran 7.63 seconds.
Finally, the time is better than last week. My preparation was horrible, but like every preparation now, so I'm old, but I'm still fast sometimes. Today I'm really happy to do the standards for European Championships. So yes, it's a nice race and give me all the power you have to me to run faster next week in Paris and then Liévin and French Championships.
Meanwhile, in the Czech Republic, Morgan Lake underlined her podium prospects for next month's European Athletics Indoor Championships in Istanbul as she set an outright British record of 1 meter 99 to win the specialist high jump. But the Ukrainian could not match Lake's final flourish, which even battered the outdoor national record of 1 meter 98 set by Johnson Thompson at the Rio 2016 Olympics. At the IFAM Ghent Indoor World Athletics Tour bronze meeting, Azzedine Abs of France edged the 800 meter in 1 minute 46 seconds and 85 tenths over Belgians duo Elliot Creston's 1 minute 46.88 and Thibaut Desmet's 1 minute 47.63 tenths. And coming up this weekend, we have a live streaming here on the European Athletics YouTube channel from Metz, where Femke Bol will take on her training partner and European bronze medalist Anna Kilbasinska from Poland on Saturday and from Dortmund on Sunday. And on Friday, the Mercedes-Benz Arena in Berlin will once again host its unique women versus men discus duel indoors, which promises to be a spectacular affair. The discus throwers will be joined by German 100-meter European champion Gina Lückenkämper, as well as the one and only pole vault world record holder Mondo Duplantis. And in Paris on Saturday, home favourites Kevin Mayer, Renaud Lavillenie, Christophe Lemaitre and Antoinette Nana Djimou will all be competing. Finally, let's end this edition with some good news. Marcel Wibo marked a celebratory weekend after it was announced he is expecting his first child with wife, Bahamian Shaunae Miller Wibo, double Olympic champion over 400 meters. Congratulations to Marcel and Shaunae. It was with great sorrow that European Athletics learned the news about the devastating earthquake that hit Turkey and Syria. We will have a moment of silence to express our deepest condolences, sympathy, and support for all affected people in these hard times. If you want to make sure you don't miss anything this week, make sure you follow us on our social media handles and don't miss our bronze and silver meeting live streams here on YouTube this weekend. See you again next week.